Yo. Thank you for tuning in to ShalaarTalks podcast. I'm your host, Shalaar. Basically, I'm going to introduce myself. My name is Trey. I'm out of Florida. This is my first time actually stepping into the social media world, the Twitches, the TikToks, the social media at all, Twitter. I've been on there, I've been surfing, but I never got a chance to be that figure that you see, that people want to follow, that people want to look at, that people want to like, comment, subscribe on. So this is my chance, taking the chance on me. Now, with that being said, go follow my TikTok at ShalaarGaming31. Go follow my Instagram at ShalaarGaming, and go follow my Twitch at ShalaarGaming31. First thing I want to do is shout out to who gave me the confidence to really step out into this world and basically show myself on the podcast scene, and that'd be my fiance. She pushed me to actually do what I've been saying I wanted to do. She pushed me to basically put myself out there into the world and tell the world a little bit about me, show the world the funny, charismatic, amazing person that she wants to be with, and that's amazing to me. And the fact that she had the chance to tell me all that, and the fact that she gave me the confidence I needed to step into this world, I appreciate her for that. So with that being said, a lot of people asked me all week when I told them that I was starting a podcast what I was going to talk about. Hey, what are you going to talk about? You starting a podcast? What is it going to be about? Everything. Like, I'm not a guy who can sit here and talk about one topic all day and just pressure. That's not me. My mind wanders so much that it wouldn't even make sense if I was talking about one subject. I'm not going to sit here and argue with you about basketball for 15 minutes when my mind is over here thinking about Pop-Tarts and what flavor is my favorite. Brown sugar. But I'm one of those people whose mind wanders, and what I'm going to do is, not only is my mind going to wander, I'm going to take y'all on that journey to where my mind wanders to. This episode right here will just be an introduction. I won't get too detailed in the topics. I won't have any guests. I won't have anybody popping into my podcast here and there. Not yet. That'll happen probably episode 2, 3, or 4. I don't know who my first guest is going to be, but they better be fired or they ass getting kicked off and never coming back. I'm just going to keep it a buck. With that being said, most people have inspirations that get them ready to join the podcast world. They have the podcast that they already listen to. They have the people on social media that they follow. They have the people within their own circle of friends that push them to be a better them than they are already. Because I feel like if you have a group of friends, that friend group should elevate you. I told my friends I wanted to start a podcast. One of them said, "You fucking suck." That's his way of telling me, go do it. And if it take off, I'll be here with you and support you. That's just how we talk to each other. We've been talking to each other like that for years. And those will forever be my friends. I play 2K with them, so if you go and watch my streams, you will see the people that I'm talking about. I always play 2K with them, so if you ever have a chance to catch one of those streams live or on YouTube on my gaming channel, you will know exactly what I'm talking about. You'll hear the conversations we have with each other. But the first people that made me want to step out into the podcast world and actually put myself out there would be a podcast that I watched since they got started. And I still watch them to this day. Every Wednesday they upload videos, and that'll be Crash Dummies. Now, Crash Dummies gave me a chance to do something I've never been able to do before. Crash Dummies gave me a chance to hop on, tell a story anonymously, and share my life with the world without the world ever seeing my face. That was amazing. It was great, and I've been on there a couple of times. I'm not going to tell you who I am on that podcast, but I will tell you that they gave me a chance to say a lot of things that I wouldn't have said if people knew who I was, because my life is a little crazy. I'm going to get into some of those stories about my life in later episodes. I'm going to get into times where I made the wrong decisions. I'm going to get into times when I made the right decisions. I'm going to get into times where me and my friends had a falling out. I'm going to get into times where me and enemies became friends. It happens. Some of my enemies from back then have become my closest friends today. Some people that didn't like me when they met me, some people I didn't like when I met them. We are cool, closer than ever right now. And some people that I was cool with the day I met them, we don't even speak anymore. And that's just the way life works. So I take things at face value. Sometimes I dig deeper, but most of the time I take things at face value. If it's either, when you come into my life, you're either a lesson or a blessing. And a lot of my people have been blessings, and a lot of the people that I don't talk to anymore have been lessons. And Crash Dummies have definitely been a blessing for me, because those two guys show that just with a little leap of faith, you can become everything you wanted to be with the click of a button in the camera. I'm just gonna keep it 100. Now they're bigger than probably they even thought they would be. They're an amazing podcast, and I listen to them every Wednesday. That'll be the first people that I shout out right now that got me into this journey. With that being said, the next people I wanted to shout out are actually a comedy group, and that's the 85 South Show. They also I went to one of their shows, and basically watching the chemistry, watching how they performed in front of the crowd, made me honestly lose my fear of public speaking, because a part of me felt like anybody can do this, not at that level, but with one leap of faith and a group around you, anything can be possible. And that's what 85 South Show taught me. They taught me that sometimes a family is more important than one person. Granted, I'm just one person, but like I said, I will have most people on my show, most people in my life also on this show, family, friends, compadres, co-workers, everything. There's also one person who I would love to shout out, who I've been watching technically reading since day one of when they got started. And I started reading this man's stories on Twitter. I started watching his videos on TikTok when he did make a TikTok. I started watching his Instagram stories. I subscribed to his Patreon when he first dropped it, and that's the Dread God. He told his stories on a whole different level, and he went into such great detail, and he wasn't afraid to put his life on display for the world to see, for our entertainment, but also to get his stories out into the world, because he's an amazing storyteller. It's what he does, and he perfected that craft, and now he's sharing that gift with us. That's important to me, and that made me also want to take this leap of faith. With that being said, welcome. Watching this one basically lets me know that you at least support me from the beginning, or you never gonna listen to me again. Either way, it's fine with me. I'm gonna continue to put my podcast out there. I'm gonna continue to tell stories. I'm gonna continue to tell you what inspires me. I'm gonna talk about movies, sports, games, wrestling, all of it. Who I talk about it with depends on who wants to come on my podcast. I'm gonna start a Discord channel too. So as I start to gain that following, I'm gonna pull some of my followers in on this podcast. This podcast is about me. The podcast is also going to be about my fans that want to join on this journey with me, and that's something I'm gonna take to the heart. They won't always be these short 10 to 15 minute clips. What's happening right now is this is only the introduction. Once again, this isn't a full-fledged podcast. That would probably be either coming next week or the week after. We'll see what I can get done in that short amount of time, because once again, this is going to be a by myself thing as of right now, until I get to that level where I can have people helping me out with this podcast, whether that's a videographer or somebody who can do my sound, or somebody who can even be a co-host, because I don't mind having a co-host, but as of right now I don't. But yeah, like I said, like, comment, subscribe. Please follow me from the beginning. If you jump on the bandwagon in the middle, jump on the bandwagon at my peak, I won't mind. But if you jump on this bandwagon from the beginning, better believe I'm gonna take you with me to the top. If you have any questions, feel free to reach out to me. I will answer all my comments. This will be going on YouTube completely. I will answer comments. I'll answer inboxes. I'll answer all of that from my Instagram. Once again, Shalar Gaming. TikTok, once again, Shalar Gaming 31. And Twitch, Shalar Gaming 31. I am going to start a ShalaarTalks podcast Instagram channel as well. That's coming soon. It'll probably be in the next 3 to 4 weeks when that one drops. But as of right now, the gaming channels is how you can reach me. And if y'all have any questions, don't feel scared to reach out to me. Thank you for tuning in to the first podcast. Peace.